kind of been missing in action. And, I went on this show that started at the end of January, and I kind of told you guys that, it was going to be a lot of energy, a lot of time, and which it was. It was like an incredible experience, and I learned so much, and I'm so grateful for the experience of being able to department head that show. And it's coming out May 6th on HBO Max. It's called Legendary. So anyway, but in mid-February, I started having, I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and nothing came out. And I was like, that's weird. And I'm like, do I have to pee? And so I stood up and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta pee. That's full. And so I sat back down, nothing. And then, so I stood back up, I massaged my belly, and then like sat back down, and then like started to, it started to pee. It trickled and then it started peeing. So that happened like 3 times. And I went to the doctor and I'm like, I have a UTI or something. Something's going on. I was also having vertigo and a migraine. And so, which the migraines usually come around my menstruation. And the vertigo was new. Okay. So this doctor, he's like, you're negative for a UTI. Here's some medicine for a vertigo and some exercises you can do. And then here's migraine medicine. If the peeing thing happens again, just, come in. And I was like, okay. So kind of felt weird. I was like, that's so weird. Okay. I left, and within a 2-week span, it happened 2 more times. So I went to my normal regular doctor. I made an appointment with her. The first thing she did was, of course, the UTI it's negative. And she's like, well, lie down. And then she started pushing on my abdomen. And I was like, ooh, ow. She's like, that's your ovary. And then I'm like, ooh, ow. And she's like, that's your colon. She's like, let's get you some ultrasounds. So 2 weeks go by. Get in for my ultrasounds. That's how busy. I was willing to go, excuse me, anywhere for an ultrasound. And so I get the phone call. My son's in the car. And she says that you have a mass behind your right ovary. She said a large mass behind your right ovary. And I literally was like, why is my son sitting in the car right now? But at the same time, I didn't want her to leave a message and then me not be able to get a hold of her again. Like, it was one of those things, how doctor, it's like, I need to answer this call. I don't know if you guys can hear our blowers, people, gardeners. Anyway, sorry about that. But I went into a really dark place, and I decided how, I was going to announce this to social media. Like, you guys are my group. So I decided you would be my first. I don't care to hang my dirty laundry, as they say. Some people, it's fine if you like to be like, hey, I'm going to the hospital, something's wrong with me, pray for me. Like, I'm just not that way. I like to find out what's going on. I have my close niche of friends and family, husband and my son, excuse me. And I like to keep things private until I know what's going on, because I don't like to take on other people's fears. Because thank God I didn't Google any of this. I did not Google. I told myself, do not Google, because you're going to die. If you Google, the outcome with Google is you're dead. So I heard stories from like my gynecologist and other friends that I had. Oh, so-and-so, they had a cyst. It was big, it was benign. you know? So I decided not to go into the dark place because that door to death was dark. Because I definitely knew like I wasn't ready for that. And how could this be? But yet I just lost one of my dear friends in January to colon cancer, stage 4, 36 years old. You know, it's like that was my last memory and it was hard. And so I then got into a CT scan, confirmation that I have a large mass. Got into a gyno-oncologist, and then I wrapped my show, and then I have surgery. April 5th. I had a total hysterectomy, and they took out the large mass, which was my ovary, which was the size of a cantaloupe. Okay. And this tumor baby had a butt, because one of the things I asked the doctor to do, and I was like, my son and my husband would like to see a picture of this tumor, if you don't mind. And he was like, sure, no problem, you know, and he sent us pictures. So I figured, you know, what I'm going to do is, because some people may not want to see that, even though I found it very fascinating, because it literally is a cantaloupe. I have a website with blogs. I haven't blogged in a long time, but I kind of feel like this journey, I want to blog. I want it to be permanent in my life as experiences that I went through. I'll do separate blogs. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start out with, you know, my story and different segments and how I really felt during these, and how I actually use the 5 F words, you guys. Whatever your beliefs are, it doesn't have to be my practice. It can be any practice that you want, but I truly think it saved my life. And staying in faith. So long story short, I'm starting chemo on May 5th. So I'll have chemo 3 weeks, a chemo session, 3 weeks later, a chemo session for 6 sessions, which will take me to the end of August. And apparently I'll be down for a couple days. And then, so I can I'm better off working. Like, I like to work. So, but I won't work a lot, a couple days a week, and then I'll have my teams cover the rest or whatever. But I just really enjoy working. I will say this. In the beginning of February, and I said this to the universe, you know, you guys know prayer and meditation, man. Connect to your source, connect to the energy, because I truly believe my connection to my spirit guides, to universe, to God, or whatever it is what saved my life. Because at the beginning of February, I asked, which I do quite often, not quite often, probably, I mean, the last time I did it was like before I wrote the book and started speaking, you know, universe, I want to be your vessel. Show me the way. And this time in early February, I said, you know, I'm ready to receive whatever you want to give me. I am ready. I am ready to receive whatever you want to give me, whatever I'm supposed to know. I want to be your vessel. What's my next journey? Like, show me. Okay. In all of January, I had done this 21-day manifestation challenge with Gabby Bernstein. So like I was asking for signs and things like that, like feathers and butterflies and things like that, like, and that were happening. And so like I asked for it, and within a week and a half, 2 weeks, is when the peeing issue came up. And I'll tell you something with ovarian cancer, and this is the biggest thing, ladies, is it's the silent killer, is what I found out. It's the silent killer. There are no symptoms usually until stage 3, if not 4. And so I didn't tell you the good news. So when they took out all my uterus, ovaries, and all of that, and the tumor baby, they found out while I was under in surgery that the tumor was cancer. So they went in and did some biopsies. So then a week later, I found out that they didn't find any cancer anywhere else. But this particular cancer is aggressive. And so they want to make sure, that's why I'm going on chemo, is they want to make sure, that because these cancer cells hide, apparently, like we all carry them really, but now that I've had it and it was so big and dangerous, and I caught it at a stage 1A. Okay. Stage 1A. It's very rare for someone to find cancer at that stage of ovarian. So what I'm saying to you is, I don't care what you do. I want you to connect yourself to your source, to energy, and ask to receive. Okay? Prayer, meditation, journaling. Like, you guys know this is what I preach, right? And so with this cancer and journey, because I'm a warrior, right? I'm a warrior. And I have figured out I want to be fit, healthy, and cancer-free. Okay? I am fit, healthy, and cancer-free. I am focused. I am taking fearless action. I am making decisions to better myself into a 90% bracket of not getting this cancer again. Apparently, this particular serous, SEROUS, likes to attack the abdomen. So it could or could not come back. Who knows? But I'm taking the fearless action, which is not only doing chemo, but is changing my diet to all organic and really focusing on alkaline and no sugars and the bad carbs, and like starting, I'm not going all gung-ho like crazy, but I'm definitely 75%. Like I'm learning. I'm in a learning phase. So that's how I'm taking fearless action. And then I'm feeling, I am feeling, and I swear to you, I went into that surgery and I was feeling, I am benign. I am benign. And my husband said to me before the surgery, he's like, no matter what, if you're benign or you're not, we're going to get through this one foot in front of the other. Like, there will be a plan. The worst part of this whole journey was the unknown. The unknown, just knowing you have a mass and you don't know the extent of it. You don't know what it's called. You don't know anything. That's the hardest part. So if you're going through this and you're in the unknown, I get it. And keeping faith. Okay. So figure it out. I am fit, healthy, and cancer-free. I am focused and I'm taking fearless action, and I am feeling healthy, and I'm feeling like I got this, and I have faith. I have faith that this is my story. Okay. I am here to help other women. I'm here to bring more awareness to ovarian cancer. Okay. But anyway, I wanted to jump on here. By the way, I'm going to lose my hair too. I didn't even put in any extensions or anything, because I'm like, I might as well get used to like, but who's better to lose our hair? Me. I can do wigs. And so I'm going to go purchase a wig that looks similar to my natural hair, probably with a little bit more highlighting, blonde or something. And then I'll probably do some fun wigs in there. But anyway, I wanted to get on here and just tell you all where I've been and what I've been going through. And I know some of you can totally relate, and maybe someone needed to hear this. And I want you to know I feel you. I'm here for you. I love you all. So, mwah, thank you.